Hello, sysfailure here again, and today I'm here to show you how to keep mobs off of your rail tracks. Now, this is in relation to something I was asked in the comments of one of my videos. Somebody was attempting to come up with a system of keeping mobs off of their tracks, and we're having quite a bit of difficulty with it. I did come up with a solution, but since then I've come up with something a little more elegant, and that's what this is for. Now, I will mention straight away, if you don't understand what I show in this, the world download will be in the description below, so feel free to download it and have a look. Now, obviously, we're all aware minecarts will trundle happily along the track and will have no trouble whatsoever. However, suddenly all these really annoying mobs get in the way and, well, yep. We've knackered it already, which is really not good if you're running a big transport system. So how do we get around this? Well, the little thing that does it is actually right over here. So it's a very simple little device, and I will run through how it works. Now, first off, I'm going to show how the rail is designed, because you may notice this unusual pattern. This particular one is set up so that it works by detecting the block beneath and the block beneath that, and if they match, it will activate the system. That's just so you can have it running on specific line types but not necessarily others. Maybe you've got a line that you're purposely transporting mobs or something and you don't want it to screw up, basically. Now, in that case, you would have your line like this and like that. It's good to have two materials that you're not likely to find together. So as it says in this case, polished andesite and netherrack. And then we just have our rail running along the top, and that is our rail system. So you can just put that in ground level or whatever you feel like. So the bits over here is what runs it. Now this is just a simple toggle switch. So this one here sets block of Minecraft redstone block just in this space. And that one sets it to air. So when I flick that switch, it goes on, and then it goes away. That only exists because here and here are a fill clock. Now the bit that enables these to turn on and off, rather than just running permanently, is the fact that they're using a replace. So this one fills beneath it with a redstone block, and it replaces a stone block. So as long as there's a stone block there, that will put a redstone block there. And that one's the other way around. As long as there's a redstone block, it will put a stone one. So that's fine. Turn it back to air. System turns off because it can't target them. There we go. See, no blocks filled. The main part of our system is this one here. This one's just a special effect. Now, also, I will put this description, this command in the description as well, because it's a bit long and it's a nested execute. I haven't covered executes yet at this point in the Ultimate Command series, but I'll give you a basic at the moment. So execute runs a command at a certain place. So it's looking for an entity of the name Crusher, and at that particular entity, it's detecting one block beneath it, to see if it is stone of type 6, which is the polished andesite. And if so, it runs another execute command. The same entity, again, name of Crusher, detecting 2 blocks beneath, if it's netherrack. Now, if both of those are true, it runs this final command. This teleports entities of type not player and name not Crusher. Now, there is some debate on these, and I think there's even parts on the wiki that believe you can have multiple types or multiple names. I've never been able to get that to work. It always seems to take the last one. So if you don't know how to make it work, feel free to let me know. So we're using both there, and then just in a radius of 3, and it teleports them minus 300, so out of the world. And this one over here is a similar thing, yet again detecting the name of Crusher, stone 6 underneath it, and netherrack for 2 underneath there. And that one executes entities of not player, not crusher, and erase for free. Just a particle effect of redstone dust. That's totally optional, but I think it adds to the effect. So I keep referring to a name of crusher. Well, what is that? Well, it's our minecart. If we take our minecart, stick it in here, and we call it crusher, that is now of the name crusher. And obviously this is targeting things that one of not crusher. So let's just put our little friend up here. And turn it on. There we go. So there's plenty of mobs on the line. In fact, since we were last here, a lot more have come along. Let's see what happens this time. All gone. Yep, basically runs them over. There you go. So as long as there's an entity in the world of name of crusher, which is this, and just name all your minecarts in the main tracks the same, any mobs that they get near will just be teleported down and have that little effect as they're basically squashed by the passing minecart. And nothing will block your tracks now. I will also mention it doesn't detect at this point, because obviously that's a redstone rather than the polished andesite. That's not a huge concern because the radius is set to about 3 or 4 blocks depending on your preference. You can make it bigger if you want to target a larger area. There you go, so I hope it made a bit of sense. I'm a little bit rusty as I've not done videos in a little while, so apologies if it comes across that way. As it says, available in the download beneath. The commands for this are in the description. And if you do have any questions, stick them in the comments. So as per usual, thanks for watching and bye bye. I've gone ahead and invented myself a time machine. Yeah, well, sort of a time remote. But anyway, idea is I should travel back to the beginning of September, get all the videos done, and then none of this will have ever happened. That sounds like a plan. So if you'll excuse me, I've got some time traveling to do.